Alright, wish I could, folks. Okay, so I learned how to speak Chinese, apparently. I was just digging and digging and digging and digging and digging through JI, trying to figure out where the heck to go for next. How to manage to, like, get cooking. So, there's this stuff called dissolvent. When you look up its uses, it says you can do this. It also says you can do this, apparently. Now, I'm trying to make a bucket. And I can't get iron any other way than unless I have to get gold first, kind of thing. So I have to get gold first, kind of thing. Now, I found out you can get gold nuggets by doing this process. Now, if you saw this process anywhere at any other time, you would say, oh, okay, this is, I need this. Okay, this is a hole in the ground with some liquid in it, and I'm going to throw some cobblestone in it, and then some gold is going to come out of it. So this entire time, I've been trying to figure out, how do I get this liquid? Which I was assuming was this. Because these things, you can't just throw them in the ground, right? You can't just dump them out, right? It doesn't work like that. So this whole time I've been trying to figure out, how do I get the liquid into the ground? How do I get the bucket? Because I can't get any of these things. I can't get any of these things. I can't make this thing. Even if I could make this thing, I can't get this stuff because I can't get mud bog iron anywhere. So I needed gold, right? I needed gold, which was this long trail of things. The next, I needed gold. I got on the Discord. Discord's entirely in Chinese or Mandarin or whatever. And I left a message like about a half hour ago. It was like, I'm a little stuck in your mod pack. If you can get back to me, help me out, whatever. So I started thinking, what if instead of maybe just the picture's wrong, right? Maybe there's something else to it. Maybe the picture's right, but maybe there's something else to it. So I'm like, okay, I can break blocks in this pack and get things. So maybe, what would happen if I just kind of punched a block with this thing? And so I got myself some cobblestone. And I put it down, and I punched the block. Well, I didn't punch it, I activated it. I right-clicked it, and it gave me a freaking nugget, right? I was like, are you kidding me? This whole time, I've had these things. That's all I had to do. Unfortunately, it might have told me that somewhere in here, but this is all you get for any help as far as quest goes. You get this text file title, and that's about it. So that's about the only help you get. I unlocked this quest and completed it. I don't know what it is, but I did it. I got a flower and I did it because the those nature block things that are over here that I had spawns grass and all that stuff. So I was breaking flowers and things, and got that quest done. I expanded a little bit, moved this thing over there, branched off a little bit further that way, so I can plant more trees, kind of thing. These are up here to block the rain because the rain puts out the torches. These are barrels full of water that I can't get any water out of because I don't have any buckets or anything, and glass bottles don't work. I decided to try to hoe the ground to see what would happen. Turns out you can get worms, so I don't need water to keep crops hydrated right now. So that's good. I don't know what any of these crops are for, but I've been harvesting them regardless. I'm getting a bunch of soybeans, and every so often one of them has a little question mark next to it. I don't know what that means. Peanuts. hemp fibers. I killed a bunch of animals. Because if you stood around long enough, the animals would spawn. But the animals have kind of slowed down. They stopped spawning. I think it's because of the nature's thing. So I'm going to make another one and put it up somewhere and see if more animals spawn. I need... How did I make that again? That's right, it's those things. Okay. I think it was those things that caused the animals to spawn. Because ever since I took them down, I haven't had any animals spawning. We're gonna put it over here. Let's see if it still works. Butt up against that thing. Made a bed so I could get it to stop raining. What else? Made one of these because you gotta turn them into dust to make the next step, which I think... Okay, so this is what I have. So I got gold nuggets. Can't really do much with gold nuggets. Gold ingots, on the other hand, you can do all sorts of things with. The path leads to... well, not this, but I would like to do some of these things. Alchemy? No. What is this mod called? Extra alchemy. So I tried to drink one of these and it killed me, and it gave me this essence life stuff. I made a bunch of these because I was going to make this thing. So this is what you need gold for. So you make ingots and then you pulverize it using the quartz grinder. The quartz grinder doesn't use quartz, it uses flint. I made one each of these things. And I made this thing. This thing, the blood bottle, I just had a hunch that, you know, you get a bottle and, you know, so I made some bottles. And this thing, this dagger, I looked at the recipe, I was like, okay, I can make that because I got gold now. So made the dagger, and while holding a bottle, stabbed myself with the dagger. Yeah, I'm getting brass back. Stabbed myself with the dagger, and gave me a blood bottle. So we're gonna try to make this thing, and see what this does. This thing is like a transmutation circle, basically. I think it's called a transmute array. Yeah, see, the animals are back. Yeah, so it is that thing. I want to build like another one out that way and put this way over there, just so I'm not getting all of this insane grass all the time. The grass is obnoxious. The grass is obnoxious. Okay, now that I know that this thing is the source of the animals, I'm cool with it. Oh wait, that's an axe. So this transmutation circle, you can throw like, put dirt in it and it does stuff. I don't know, like, and it changes it to other things. Like, I think I need this to make clay. I think putting dirt in it will give me clay or something like that. But I don't know how to activate it, nor do I know if I need anything else to activate it. The website is completely useless for the mod. The mod is also developed by the guy who made this mod pack. I even got a red orchid. Don't have any ore to use it with, but whatever, got some. Let's see. Okay, uses. This will turn gold into iron, so that's how I get my iron. Again, though, I don't know what I need to do. Do I just throw it in there and it does stuff, or like, do I have to activate it? Do I need maybe this thing? What do I need? Don't know. They'll give me charcoal. That gets me clay. That's it. These 4 recipes. That's all it is that you use this for. It's these 4 things. So I also don't know if it's got a limited amount of uses. I don't know anything about it. Oh, I right-clicked it. It's doing something. And it just sits back down. I thought it was going to fade away. I was like, man, if this thing's a one-time use, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be really mad. Okay. I don't know if me clicking it's activating it or if it's just doing it on its own. Sweet. Okay. Progress. Jesus H. Christmas. Another thing that kind of keyed me into what I should probably be doing with this is when I looked at it, when I was holding it in my hand, down in the bottom right corner, it said, or down bottom left corner, it said 32 of 32. I was like, that means it's got uses. So I was like, I wonder if that means if I actually should use it on something. And yes, I should use it on cobblestone. Again, text files would have been amazing in this situation. Explaining to people how your mod works would have been amazing. How do these things break? And it's raining again. Alright, let's see if we can do like more than one at a time. I'm not going to click on it, I just want to see if it does it by... Yep, it does it by itself, okay. Okay, so it doesn't do it by the stack, it does it by the individual, which is fine. I'm glad it's doing something at all. Thank you for doing things. I'm gonna make a bucket. Yay, yay bucket. No, can I bucket out of here and back in? Yes, okay. Okay. Bucket makes things slightly easier. Now I need to get... I think I need to build a coke oven. Let me creosote. Or this other thing. In order to make treated wood planks, you need creosote, right? Basin throwing. Just throw it in there and it comes out. That's funny. So obviously you need creosote. Creosote comes from a coke oven. You can also do what's it? Oh, sorry, I'm looking up the other recipe. You can also do there's treated and there's lacquer planks. Lacquer, rubber balls and lacquer. Lacquer comes from a cauldron. Needs urushi planks, and then you cook it in a cauldron. So the urushi, the plank, gives you lacquer planks. Or you can make a coke oven. The coke oven sandstone, not a big deal. Clay, not a big deal. Just need a bunch of it. Which means you just need a bunch of dirt. Brick. But I would need a hammer. How do I make the hammer? This one. Okay, iron and twine, that's the thing I can do. Hammer core. I'm a little upset too, only because there's things that I'd like to know what they are and what they do. Like, what is air bottle? I know it's a crafting recipe. You use it to make one of these things. I think it's this one. Oh, it's the wind one, yeah. But what else do you do with it? Just all you get is this. Like, what good is it? I want to know what it's for. This has nothing, no recipe, nothing. This is something you can obtain. Otherwise, you get it when you die. Kill yourself, you get this stuff. Makes life essence. What's life essence for? Don't know. That's blood magic, right? Yeah. Yeah. I have so many. I had enough of these to make this. I want to try making this just to see what happens. It takes a lot. Eek. It takes. I don't even know if I can use a used one. It takes a lot of charcoal and stuff to make that. I can make a flint and steel now, so I can do wood piles instead. I can get a lot more charcoal. This way just takes longer though. These wood piles just take longer. The other one's finished pretty quick. Hey buddy, you are dinner. Okay. Do you want to do the coke oven route, or do you want to try to do prototype? Coke oven will let me get charcoal as well. All right. The coal coke recipe is not showing. Is this coal coke recipe? Blocks of coal, charcoal. Blocks of coal makes blocks of coal coke. Okay. I was like, wait, blocks of coal makes blocks of coal. Coal's coal coke. Oh boy, that's charcoal. But you can't turn charcoal into coal, right? I can make normal torches. Ones I don't have to relight all the time. Forestry, thermal foundation, and actually additions. 3 different kinds of coal blocks, charcoal blocks. Charcoal and sugarcane juice makes sugar. That's gross. I can't make this because I don't have any of this stuff. Well, I could make mud clumps actually. Dirt. I think like at this point, since I can make iron, I can probably just make other things. Alright, I don't want to use any more of these yet. We're gonna expand. I don't get any more dirt than this. garbage men are here because they're trouncing the dumpster. Missed it by that much. Whew. Put you way down there. I need to, when the heck did I take so much damage? I'm gonna make a normal torch. I'm tired of having to use lids. Let's just make stone ones since we have an unlimited supply of stone. Yep. Alright. Coal coke's gonna require a way to get the coal, the whatchamacallit, the creosote out of there. I know I can make a tank. I can make grout. I can make a tank. And just pour it out. I can bucket it out too, right? I can bucket it out. I could use a bucket. Ooh, I want to know if there's a, if water is unlimited. don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. Jesus Christ. Pay attention, dumbass. There you go. Do we have infinite water or not? We do. Cool. Alright, so that's another thing we can do. We can build one of those over there. We'll put one of those over here. Okay, give me lots of clay. Lots of clay. This is probably going to take a minute. Judging by how fast the other one went. Alright, well that's doing that. Make some grass. Should spread pretty quickly after that. Oh. Oh, whoops. Okay. Didn't know I could do that. I'm gonna need 9 times 4, 36-ish. You're still cooking. Go, Wormy, go! Go, Wormy. It's your birthday. Not really. Alright, what do I use? Why does this one have like an I don't know next to it? Sesame oil. Peanuts. Minced peanut. Peanut paste. Edible oil. Soybean and water makes soy milk. A jar in water makes soy sauce. Interesting. It's 2 different kinds of soybeans. I don't know why this one has a question mark. Ooh, sweet. Lunch. Meh. Oh. We're still going. Can I like cook eggs or anything? Hard-boiled egg. Altar of birthing. You could birth a chicken. I have no idea if these will despawn or not. Just give me the clay? Just the clay? Ah. That's 42 though, it's a good amount. So that'll give me 18. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I still need more though. Alright, yeah, let's get started on sand, I guess. Should be plenty. Oh, yeah. You notice this? Yeah, I don't know why that happens, but random saplings just plant themselves. Yeah, I didn't put that there. I don't even have a sapling on me. Just randomly places itself. I'm guessing it has something to do with some kind of tree mod or something that makes the trees naturally spread. It's a little weird. Don't know why. Not weird. It's cool, but it's weird for a sky block. I think we're good. This looks like it stopped. Much better. Much better than like 6 or 7 at a time. I'm waiting to see if it actually plants itself. I don't think it will. Okay, let's make more of these. I need stone. I had to remember how to make it for a second. I need stone. Not what I wanted. Use. Bottles, that's right, I need bottles. No, you're turning... Can't get rid of the bottles either once you've made them. The only thing they're good for is making these things. How many of these do I need? I don't know if I can use that broken one or not. You're gonna eat my bucket? You're gonna turn into a bucket? Crap. I have no idea if this is going to do anything. Whoop! Alright, I'm totally cheating that back in. That's my freaking finger Tourette's. Finger Tourette's. It's an actual thing. My finger just twitches and it automatically does. I do that all the time. I want to see if this actually does something, or if I just wasted all my time and effort and resources. Well, if it is going to do something, let's let it do it, but I'm going to make some more wood. Alright, so this doesn't look like it's going to do anything. It hurts you. That's cool. So apparently that's just a thing that he made. Cool. Here, you just sit there. I want my bucket back. Actually, that's when it would turn into nuggets. Nope. What does this thing do again? It does charcoal. Oh yeah, okay, I can do it like that. Oh, that was weird. It like sucked it in. I don't think it likes jungle wood. Nope, there it goes. Worked that time. This was taking a long time. So there's different rates that it does it at. No, planet itself. See ya. I need to make the hammer, which means I need another gold. Which means I need to make another one of those things. Bummer. Wow, that only used up. That's only turned into 4. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, that takes too long. That's not feasible. Okay. You're still cooking. I need this to finish. I also need to know what is the point of this liquid. Let's check an eraser. Like, if you saw that liquid, you saw this, see that, right? You see this, you were to like throw things in there, you'd think something would happen, right? Let's see if cobblestone works. Ah, it does. Okay, good. It only works with that stuff, though, unfortunately. I was hoping it would work for, like, other things. Like this thing. Give me the nuggets. Give me your nuggets. There's just nuggets flying everywhere. It's kind of funny looking. So I don't need to make any more of that stuff, because I'm an idiot. I don't know why I thought it was going to do dirt and stone and wood and all that stuff. Because I just forgot. You. This. I think I needed 2 twine sticks. Vagina box. The big vagina box. Alright. Coal. I need coal. How do I get coal? Yeah, man. This is why I do things. So you don't have to. This pack was a pain in the ass in the beginning, I'll tell you that much. Squeezer? No. Oh, I can't make that. Ew. Oh. Can I make coal ore? No. How do I make coal? Don't I need coal to make alchemical coal? I sure do. Look at that. Coal nuggets. What do you do with coal nuggets? Nothing. I can't do that. So I can't get coal? Can I get tiny coal? No. Well, I can get a tiny bit this way. I guess we'll just stick some wood in there. Yeah, this pack had me stumped. It didn't help that that the pack author and a prominent mod in the pack, he's also an author of, wrote everything in Chinese. And like didn't give good descriptions really, and this is what the quest book looks like. It just has the text file name up here instead of the actual text for like all of them. For all of them. But a little problematic. It's a little problematic. The Discord's, I mean, it's got an English section in the Discord, but because they're, I'm guessing, in China and I'm here, it's a little hard to communicate at the times that I want to. And like he made a mod for the pack, and the website is just like blank. It's just the name of the mod, and like that's it. But like, this is like early game. This is early game. This is early game. This is early game. Early game. Early game. But you have no idea what any of it is, or how like to use any of it and stuff. Just kind of have to guess. I figured it out though. I fingered it out. I learned Chinese. Alright, let's see if all that stuff despawned. Oh, it's still in there. Nice. Okay, good. Get your PC, yeah. Well, it's like an add-on to like Blood Magic or something, but it just doesn't there's no descriptions of anything. Just kind of have to wing it as I kill a chicken. Get it? Like, so this is I got stuck, right? So I had to learn how to do Primal Core all over again. So it took a while to learn how to do Primal Core again, and I got to the point where you go through the quest, right? You get to this point. It says to make these things. You have no idea what it's telling you to do. It just says make this, right? So you make it, and it's easy enough. Like, these are easy, right? These are kind of annoying because you have to do it like super like early game to start with. But you get it right and you make the thing, right? So you make this and you're like, okay, what do I do with this? So you hit use, right? And like, this is the thing that comes up. You're like, all right, sweet. So you make this fluid. So you're thinking, okay, you click on this thing, right? And you look at this, right? So this looks like liquid, right? Throw cobble, get nugget. You need the nugget in order to make your way to iron, because this and this with this makes iron, right? So you need this thing, which is also part of his mod, which requires these things. It requires gold to begin with, right? So you need gold to make iron, right? So looking at this, right, you're thinking, I need to use this, right, to make the thing, to make this thing, right? So I need a bucket. Now, how do I make a bucket? Well, I can't get iron anywhere other than with the gold from that process, from the cobblestone to gold. So I was stumped. I was completely stumped as to like how to get a bucket to get that liquid to put it in the thing, right? To put it down somewhere. I made these things, right? What I didn't realize is that after leaving a message on Discord, and as I'm leaving the message on Discord, I noticed in the corner that when I'm holding one of these things, it has a durability. And down here in the corner on the screen, like down in the corner, see how there's like durability for things? When I was holding one of those things, I don't have any right now. No, I do. Okay. So when I was holding those things, it had a freaking durability down there. It said 32 of 32. I'm like, if I just have to freaking just punch something with it and it'll work, then I'm gonna get pissed. And of course, I just grab a piece of cobblestone, put it down, right click it, and you can drink it too. It kills you. It gives you another item from his mod. It gives you one of these things. I just right click on the cobblestone and it changes it to a nugget. I'm like, are you kidding me? So that was like a night's worth of just total frustration, right? Because there's just no descriptions for anything anywhere, and any that there are most likely in a foreign language. So then I was like, okay. So I did it that way first, right? And then I made this thing. I made this thing because this thing doesn't take quartz, even though it's still called a quartz grindstone. It requires flint instead of quartz. Turns out you can get flint from just breaking dirt and stuff like that. Learned that the hard way. And one of the things after getting the flint, completed a quest somewhere. It was like an achievement or something, and it blew up my inventory with like an inventory full of cake, right? So this whole side was lined with cake. Still is lined with cake. It was just like, what the fuck? And like I got like a stick. I got a stick, the stick of truth. It has infinity on it. I don't know. It's even got EMC. I don't know what it's for. I haven't been using it for anything. It's basically like a debug or something, I think, because when you hit things with it, it gives debug information. And I think yeah, all sticks are like that, unfortunately. But yeah, so this pack has been a little weird. The sad part is I like it. I don't know why. It's been just messing with my head, but I like it. Because like you start by making one of these things, one of these cores that are out here. My ass gonna break. One of these things, the nature cores, and it starts spawning these things, right? And this is how you first start. You start by making one of these things, and you get leaves, and you break it, you get sticks, and eventually you get a sapling, and you go to a sapling, and you can't break any of the wood until you get stone tools, or wooden tools anyways. And those are kind of a bitch. It took me a while to figure out how to make twine. Twine, you gotta make grass. You break the grass blocks, you can get some twine from it. Blah, 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 etc., etc. But it was a nice start. It was different. It was a different start, and I was like okay with it. And then we just do like crazy shit, like giving me like, 27 cakes. Like, I was like, and then all of a sudden there were just animals everywhere, and I was like, what? Where are all the animals coming from? It's this thing spawning animals, and I was just like, holy crap! And the whole time, no direction whatsoever, just pictures in a quest book, like just pictures. Like you get to hear, there isn't even a picture for this one. I don't know how I completed it, but I did. Don't know what it is. And then this one you make paper, that was fine. It gives you an engineer's manual, okay. And then this one it just goes straight to research table, right? At this point I didn't even have any iron or anything. I was just learned how to make wooden tools, and it goes research table. I'm like, okay. I don't even know what mod this is for. But whatever. I completed this quest. It wasn't even there. It was just hidden. Completed it. I don't know what quest this is. I don't know what this is for. These are like resetting the quests on updates, I guess. So, I don't know. It's been exciting. It's been like a complete and total guess, basically. You still cooking? Here, take some of that. I'm tired of the jungle wood. So these are the things that I do for you guys. I play these crazy ass packs. Alright, I got a bunch of gold. Let's turn it into iron, I guess. Let's make some more. No. This. Alright, so I'm making crease, so that means I can get parts of the table. Engineering table. So I need planks. I need to make a fence. Just more planks, right? And sticks. Yeah, that's enough wood. Right. How much is in there? Another bucket's worth? Cool. No. Can I just get planks like that? Oh wait, those are already planks, dumbass. There we go. Alright, so fence. Oh yeah, I remember reading about that, all the magic. I never actually checked it out though. What else did I need? Crafting table. Alright, got one of these. I don't want to go that way. Okay. No, I don't have an axe. Sticks. Cobble. This is how you make stone tools. I just love the jumping nuggets. Mexican jumping nuggets. Eee. Okay, I got a table now. I need to make the research table. Research table requires an engineer's blueprint for the research table. Would it be that bottom one? Yes. Copper. Where's copper gonna come from? Not from there. Orchid is not makeable yet because I need redstone. Yeah, I play vanilla all the time with my daughter. Lots of new crazy stuff. And since I've gotten better at redstone, it just makes things a little bit more exciting, you know? Where do I get copper from? Not that way. Where does copper come from? Where does copper come from? I can't make the orchid. There's, I love this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different kinds of copper. Where do I get copper from? This was the issue I was having with iron and gold. Now where do I get copper from? Somewhere in here, it'll tell me how to make copper. I can make a squeezer now. I can actually make a squeezer now. I don't know what I'm going to squeeze, but I can make one. Ooh, you get 4 for each one of those. Nice. Where do I get copper from? Get owned. I saw a pig somewhere, didn't I? Yeah, you're over here. Oh, you're done. Okay. I have tin because when this place spawned, it was stone. It was like a, I don't know, what was it? Probably about a 6x6, I don't know, 6x7 or something of stone with this. No, maybe a little bit bigger. I don't know. Can't remember. But anyways, it was just this and like a 2 deep of stone, right? So like you can see, I've made it wider so you can't really see the 2 deep. But over here on this edge was 1 tin deposit, like a tin ore, and then over here was a really weird thing. I don't know why it was meant to be, if it was meant to be there or if it was like some kind of trick or something that I didn't know about. It was this. It was a stone ladder block. And the ladder was on the outside edge, obviously, of the platform, but it led down to just another block underneath it, and that was it. I don't know why there's a stone ladder there. Thought maybe it was leading you to like some kind of secret that was down there, but I don't know. I mean, there's nothing down there. I've fallen off a bunch of times. It was like right here. Is this a different biome? This is a different biome. This is Extreme Hills over here. I noticed the grass was a different color. So I don't know. That was weird. Just another one of those weird things with this pack. So many sticks. Okay, we still have to figure out how to make copper. Research table. Engineer's blueprint. 7727. They're all 7727. But not all of them do the same thing. So it's definitely this one. I can make everything but copper. I'd have to get some floral blue powder. Tech guns, thermal foundation. Tech guns, thermal foundation. Industrial craft copper ingot. How do you make that? Ooh. Ooh, okay. Aluminum brass ingot. Okay, how do you make that? My guess is in the smeltery. Aluminum and copper. But you need copper to make aluminum brass to turn it into copper. So that's not right. Okay. So this. I'd have to make steel first too. I'd have to make steel before I even get to make copper. Alright, so this is all coming down to having to make copper at this point. This is the key, I feel, to getting my copper. This geologic separator. Sodalite. Weighted pressure plate will give me 8 redstone. I could conceivably make an orchid. I'd have to get a thing. I'd have to get a demon will crystal. I have no idea how to get demon will crystals. Look at this thing. These are his freaking multi-blocks. Look at this thing. It's really sick looking. He's got another one in here that's freaking huge, and it looks awesome as hell. Accented vengeful stone tiles. So maybe not getting a demon will crystal, especially since there's multiple ones of these. $48 glax. It is snazzy, right? He's got some really cool ones in here, I'll tell you that much. The ether aggregator. Look at this one. All sorts of crazy, crazy shit going on. Starlight condenser. That one's pretty. Tier 2 starlight condenser. This is the crazy one. The ether transmuter. It's hard to see because it's so freaking big. Ooh, this one's cool. Vault condenser. Whoa, this one's big too. That's a big one. This thing's got like 300 blocks. Jesus. But this is what it makes. It makes all of these things. With some primal mana. So I can make redstone. What can I do with redstone once I've made it? I can do all sorts of things with redstone once I've made it. Rush that thing. I'm on it. I can make redstone. I'm doing it now. Can I make plates? Can I make iron plates? Can't. Can I make power? Can I make power at this point? I have gold, so I could make a plate cast. How do I make a plate cast, though? Totally. Totally. I totally agree. I feel like I learned Chinese. It was metaphorically speaking. Ah, stupid. Torch will set you on fire. No, but I did figure out how to progress. And that's why I said I feel like I learned. That's why I said I learned Chinese, because it was like trying to learn how to do a mod that was written all in Chinese, which it kind of was. Give me that charcoal. It was literally written in Chinese. I want to make some redstone. Let's make some redstone. I have redstone. Yay, redstone. Okay, this is what's happening. I need blueprint. The blueprint I need is this one, which is this one down here. You can trade for blueprints? I can get all these things. I just need to make some floral fertilizer and get some blue flowers, and I can get some blue powder. I don't know if I can make lapis. I haven't even tried looking into lapis yet. But it doesn't look like I can make lapis like early game kind of thing. So I need copper. Let's take a pixel. I was just talking about you yesterday. How's your pack coming? I want to play it. So I can get a copper ingot, the IC2 copper ingot, and turn it into the thermal foundation copper ingot. This IC2 ingot I can get through this process. I need an aluminum brass ingot though. The aluminum brass ingot requires things that I don't have, right? But the problem is it all requires copper. So it's kind of a thing. Nice. So that's a problem. I can't make this and turn it into copper if I don't have copper. Or aluminum. So I need to figure out how to get copper. There's 9 different kinds of copper in this pack. I don't know what porous stone is. I can't make any of these things because these things are insane. I can't do it that way. So how do I get copper? I'm trying to just at least find a path to copper from where I am. I can make iron, I can make gold, I can make redstone. How do I get copper? I can't grow it. I can't make the seeds. Can't do that. Thermal foundation copper. Like I need a way to like transmute things into copper. And of course I have aluminum brass, which I can transmute into copper. But it needs copper to make aluminum brass. If I look up aluminum brass. Yeah, that porous stone was from like Thaumcraft. And it didn't have a recipe when I clicked on it, so I think it's like some kind of like result of something. I can make a broom. Huh, I forgot about brooms in Evilcraft. Taint, yeah. See, all of these recipes, if I could even make them. I can make mud. This pack is about learning how to read Chinese. Honestly, I don't know what this pack is about, because there's 0 words to this pack. But this is the quest. This is the quest that you start with. Then you go to this one. Then you go to this one. Then you go to this one. And then you go to this one. And then you go to this one. And then you go to this one. It's done in the vein. It says on the description. It's done in the description of in the concept of like ultimate alchemy. So in that vein, but the jumps are a little bit too big, I think. Like up to this point, everything's been pretty linear. Like this gave me wood and stuff. This showed me how to what to do with it. This pack was like make this thing, and once I figured out how to use this thing because it was a mod that the pack maker made, and then there was zero documentation on it. I had to learn how to use this thing, and once I found out how to use this thing, that got me metals like iron and gold. This I have no idea what this is. There's no name, there's no title. I have no idea. I completed it somehow. And then you get to here, which tells you make paper, and you get an engineer's manual, right? So you're thinking, okay, the next step is some form of immersive engineering, right? But then it takes you to here, and you jump straight to the research table, right? and so you're like, okay, research table. Which is steel and mechanical components and circuit boards and the blueprint, right? I need copper. This is this one down here. I need copper. So I'm trying to figure out how to make copper. Is where I'm at this point. I need to know how to make copper. I can transmute some things, yes. There's several transmutation things I can do. Like, of course, there's the blocks. I just need to know how to get to copper. Iron? Iron, you have to get gold first. Gold was... Okay, so you gotta make these things called... That he's got from his mod, right? His mod, that's extra... alchemy. So you make these things. Extra alchemy dot alchemical underscore this event dot name. You make these things, right? These things are made with just normal vanilla stuff that's around in the philosopher's stone, right? So you make these things. The problem with these things is that I don't know what they do. So like I made one and I was like, okay, now what? At this point, I was trying to get iron, right? I figured I needed a bucket. I needed a bucket to advance. So iron, found out you can get iron through this thing, which is another thing from his mod. It's a transmute array with gold, right? So I'm like, okay, I need gold. So gold is nuggets, and we found out I can find it through nuggets, right? So nuggets. If I look here, so I'm going, okay, cool. So that's that thing, right? So you look at this picture, right? It looks like a pool of something in the ground. You throw a cobblestone in it, and you get a nugget, right? From whatever this is. So I'm sitting here with this thing in my hand, going, how do I get it out? How do I put it in something? What do I do with it, right? I dug a hole, nothing was happening, right? I even drank some of it, and it killed me instantly. I didn't know what to do with it. Looked on the website, nothing. You know, went to his Discord, he hasn't answered me. There's no information on the Discord. All of it's in Chinese. So I'm like, crap. So I'm trying to learn how to do this thing. Come to find out, I didn't notice that looking down to the bottom left-hand corner, it has a durability, right? And so I was like, crap, does that mean I have to like use it on something? So I put down some freaking cobblestone, right-clicked on it, and it turned it into a gold nugget. And I was like, are you kidding me? So that got me gold nuggets, which then got me which then got me this thing. Because eventually I turned them into a bucket, right? Because then you can make the array. The array requires gold. So you pulverize the gold using this thing, the quartz grindstone, which doesn't require quartz, it requires flint instead. The blood bottle, since it's it's like a blood magic add-on. So I'm like, okay, blood bottle, how else do you get blood from blood magic? You stab yourself. The mod has a dagger. So the dagger has this kind of recipe, so I'm like, okay, so I made the dagger, I held a glass bottle, I stabbed myself with it, I got a blood bottle, I made the array. The array goes out on the ground, and you just throw gold ingots in there, and it turns them into iron. I made the liquid to look like that picture that we saw with the liquid in the ground over here. It turns out that works, so instead of having to click on it with a bottle, you can just throw cobblestone in there. Yeah, the whole Primal Core thing. Primal Core in Exoria was, other than mud balls and loam, was just fine. This pack is kind of just picking and choosing what Primal Core stuff it's using. It's not really like using it like from start to finish kind of thing. You just kind of use bits and pieces of it. At this point, I don't really have to use Primal Core anymore, I guess. I'm kind of moving out of it. The way this pack started was kind of cool. You had one of these nature cores down here. You use the nature core. You had to make a nature core, and then that spawned all these things, and then it would spawn grass and stuff, and then it'd spawn animals, and that's how you start. I thought that was pretty cool. That was a cool start. I'm liking the pack. I just don't know what to do because there's zero freaking information on any of the quests. There's no guidance whatsoever. It's just picture. Okay, guess I gotta make that. It took me forever to figure out how to do iron and gold because I didn't know how to use the mod. I just learned that I can make redstone. So I have redstone. I have gold, I have iron, charcoal. I have one block of tin, because when I spawned in it was just a stone platform, a smooth stone platform with this, you know, unlimited stone. That's all it was, smooth stone platform with unlimited stone. And on the edge of the platform, roughly right here, was a, basically, was a tin ore, one tin ore. And then over here was a stone block ladder. It was really weird. I don't know why it was there. I feel like maybe it was a mistake, but it's a stone ladder block. I don't know why it was there, but it's a ladder on a block. I thought maybe it was trying to like lead you to something, but no, it didn't lead anywhere. It's only 2 deep, only 2 blocks deep. As far as I know, there's nothing underneath there. So, yeah. And then I completed a quest randomly by getting some flint from breaking some dirt blocks, and it spawned in like 30 cakes in my inventory. So I put all those down. So I've been eating cake, and yeah, it's been exciting. I've been okay with the pack. I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It's like I don't know what I'm doing. I've had to just sit here and stare at JEI the whole time, trying to figure out how to get copper. Like, how do I get a copper nugget? This requires me to have copper ore to make a copper nugget or anything. Through a long and lengthy process, I could probably make one of these smelteries. But I don't have any of the ore. I can work towards an orchid, but I need a demon will crystal. I don't know how to make demon will crystals. And the machine that makes the demon will crystal is ridiculous. There's 2 of them, as a matter of fact. But we'll shake an emerald. But the demon will, I don't even know how to make a demon will crystal. I have no idea. I know it's blood magic, but I don't know what to do with it. So I've been just sitting here just staring at like this stuff. The porous stone would be great if I had some. You get really good block drops. I could cause taint, I guess, somewhere. I don't think it'll get me any copper. I can't grow it. I can't grow the seeds. I can't do this yet, obviously. That's not a thing. Tiny piles of dust aren't a thing. Crystal seeds aren't a thing. How do you get ember, by the way? I guess you need the aether transmuter. The aether transmuter, if you're curious, looks like this. It's massive. Just FYI. I was gonna rush it, but I'm just trying to figure out how to make copper first. There's 9 different kinds of copper in this pack. 9 different kinds. Copper divining rod? No, it needs copper. So this has been the last like hour, just trying to figure out how to make copper, how to get copper. There is a transmute, obviously. There's this. I can use this down here with aluminum brass to get me a copper ingot, but aluminum brass requires copper to make it. Nuggets obviously aren't a thing. Casting, molten aluminum, alloying requires copper. So needing copper to get copper is not going to work. Yeah, I've been looking at the nuggets because that's what I've been working with. So like, I figured there's usually some kind of like obscure workaround with the nuggets. Like I was even looking at like the shards and the crystals and stuff, but they're pretty much just normal like tiny piles. Copper nuggets. Like I said, I can probably make one of these things. It's really obnoxious recipe, but it requires copper ore. This is just a smelter basically. Dirty copper dust. Like I've been looking at all these things. This is, you know, the crazy shit with crucibles, and that's Thaumcraft. Like tech guns. There's only like one. There's only one copper nugget. Molten copper is all, you know, standard melt things that are already copper. All the 9 different kinds of copper ore. Tech Reborn, Forestry, Volps, Embers, Tech Guns, Thermal, and IC2, Mechanism, Immersive. So this is my newest struggle, how to make copper when you just kind of find it. Like honestly, what's that? That's how you make those things? With a chisel? Weird. Anyways, yes, this is what I've been doing. Trying to figure out how to make one of these things. I feel like not blood magic, Botania, like the orchid, but I don't know how to get a demon will crystal, and that's a thing. Obviously, there's a ton of different things with the fusion, but none of them are ore based. It's all just vanilla blocks and blanks. I haven't even tried looking into lava. I don't even know what that's about. But at the same time, it could be something as easy as, like, I just have to break a certain block and it'll be like a drop or something. Like, for all I know. Because, like, block drops for grass blocks just says dirt, right? But it's not. You get twine, and you get plant fiber and all sorts of stuff from it, right? It's not that I don't know if it's unfinished. It should. Well, I mean, it's definitely unfinished. Yeah. Just for the sake of not having any words, but I'm curious if this is like the end of the pack. Like you get the research thing, the research table, and like you're done. Like I want to know if this is the end of the pack. There's so much stuff in this pack. There's 200 some odd mods in this pack, but like, if I'm having this much trouble in this early into it, can I make one of these? I can make one of these. I should just make one of these. I can make a hopper too. I should just do one of these. So yeah, trying to find copper is my next thing. Cause like I look at like dirt. Where's the block drops for dirt? It doesn't even have block drops. Shovel, you can turn it into, okay. Like it doesn't even have the block drops, but you get stuff, you get flint, you get other stuff from, you get flint, yeah, you get flint from this, doesn't tell you that. Doesn't tell you that. Like it might just be gravel, I don't know. I've broken some flint or some gravel with it. It might just be flint. Who knows? It could be other things. You can hoe it into graded gravel. I don't know what that is. What is that? That's primal core stuff. What do you do with graded gravel? You just paint things with it. Gravel makes sandstone? I didn't know that. So yeah, that's my next one. How do I get copper? Oop. So I don't know. I like need to like step away from it for a second and then come back and look at it a little bit later with some like fresh eyes. Let's see. Let's make a hopper. You clay. I need more clay. What was the recipe for clay? Was it dirt? I think it was dirt. Dumbass, don't touch the torches. What? Do I have any more? No, those are rocks. I don't have any more of that cheap ass charcoal, do I? No, screw that. Sticks. I got a ton of those. I have a chest. Like, redstone's so easy. Just make a pressure plate and your philosopher's stone and you got redstone. I don't see why copper is so much harder. Like, copper can't be that hard. Like, I keep saying to myself, there's got to be something that I'm just missing, kind of thing. That, it's just not dawning on me, kind of thing. That dirt. Let's just put this over here. Like, I want to know if this is something else that I can use it for. Like, can I use this for something? I mean, I know it says throw the ore in there and you get dust. Why would I want to throw that in there and get dust? I can put this in my quartz grindstone and get dust. Like, this is like the only way that it keeps coming up. I can get all these things. I can get this. Just don't know what this is or how to get it. Oh yeah, you need all sorts of fun stuff. Can be acquired from a demon will crystal cluster. Yeah, that's like something you gotta like grow. Like, there's no obvious path, so there's got to be a path. It's more obscure. Thus, meaning harder to find. Oh, I wish I had known that. Hibachi. That's a good ratio, though. 1 to 1. Demon will on Demon Crucible. Well, it says... It doesn't really say. Just says can be acquired from a Demon Will Crystal Cluster. The Demon Will Crystal Cluster is a device added by Blood Magic. It is used for growing Demon Will crystals by draining aura in a chunk from a Demon Crucible. A default Raw Will aura has a 90% chance of creating a new Demon Will Crystal Cluster inside a Demon Crystallizer. It will not appear with any other aura type. So, things. I mean, I can understand that being gated behind, you know, and the Orchid being gated behind Blood Magic, fine. I don't know how deep into Blood Magic Demon Will Crystal Clusters are, because I haven't tried the new Blood Magic in a long time. Hi, Herja, by the way. But if that's the step I have to take just to get copper, then that's going to be a pain in the ass. And I'm going to cry about it. And I broke my axe. Like, I've been cruising right along up to this point. Now we're just stuck at, how do I get this thing again? So I'm just going to stare at the copper for another 2 hours. Because from what I can see, unless you can make aluminum brass and transmute it, which requires copper, or you can make ore, and this is the only way that I can see that you're getting copper. Unless there's some hidden block breaking thing that I don't know about. Which is possible, because it doesn't tell you anything. It might tell you something, but you wouldn't know it, because it's not there. There's no words. There's just no words. What about steel? Steel's another thing I'm gonna need. Steel's just normal blast furnace stuff. Okay, that's good. I need steel slabs. Require blocks of steel. That sucks. What else can you make in a blast furnace? I bet you it'd be great if you could make copper. What is this? Sandy coal compound? There's all content tweaker stuff. Interesting. What's a blast furnace? Blast brick. What's blast brick look like? That is blaze powder. Or this stuff that I can't get any of. Can I make soul sand? Lens of certain death. Can make soul sand. Huh, that's cool. What do you do with these things? That's how you get Thongcraft crystals? Yuck. Or that's how you can get Thongcraft crystals. weren't there just 2 nuggets right there? Okay, never mind. Yeah, so good times. I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits. I'm over 2 hours, so I'm hungry and my brain hurts from staring at JAI. Peace. So yeah. 250. Yeah. Yikes. Let's see. Maybe Thursday I'll stream again. That's my next day off. I work tomorrow morning, so can't stream tomorrow morning. But anyways, I loves y'all. Pixel, hurry and put out your pack so I can stop playing this because this is driving me nuts. Thanks, and I love you. Y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all later.